Hello, 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 my paper beading friends. It's Kelly from paperbeadrollers.com. I am here with team member Sally.
Hello.
You met Sally in a video a couple of weeks ago on the channel. She is really picking up the pattern here with the paper bead rolling.
Working hard too.
Yeah, she's you may see in some of your orders if you took advantage of the spring sale that just happened. You may see Sally's name on the packing thing. She's been packing a bunch of the orders for me. So, yes, we're having fun. So, today we're here for a very, very special reason. We did earlier this month the Giveback Giveaway, where you got to nominate organizations in your community that were making a difference through the arts, through paper bead rolling somehow, because we have paper bead rollers to give away. Now, let me explain exactly what that means. So, when we create, especially our wooden paper bead rollers, there are 8 steps.
Lots of steps.
Sally's still learning those
Lots
steps.
of steps.
Because we are very focused on having a very quality product, putting something out that is not going to fall apart on you, we back it up with our 1-year warranty. There are places during those 8 steps where a bead roller can be taken out of the process. It doesn't quite meet our standards. Still perfectly fine, but maybe it's not centered enough. Maybe there's a flaw in the handle. Who knows what the reason is, but they get pulled out of our process and they get put in a drawer labeled donate. And you may have seen that in one of the videos that I posted about this. Well, normally throughout the year, we will get some requests from nonprofit groups usually for help, but we, for some reason, and it could be the transition between Kate, you guys know my old assistant Kate, and Sally. There was a good 6 months where I was doing it all, and I maybe am not as good at it anymore as I was. And so that drawer was getting kind of full, and we said, when Sally came on, we're like, okay, we need to get these into the hands of people who need them. So it gives us an opportunity, again, we don't want to sell them because they don't quite meet the quality standards, but they're usable. And so it gives us an opportunity to give back. And so we had a full drawer and we're like, all right, we're just going to take nominations from our community of paper bead rollers and paper bead fanatic Facebook group. And we're going to see who could use these bead rollers. By the way, I see there's quite a few people on. If you would pop in the chat, say hi, tell me where you're from. We'd love to see that. So we know we're not talking to the air. I can see the number of people, but I can't see you guys unless you comment and say hi. Say hi. So, and by the way, this is Sally's first live ever, she said.
First live. Never done this before.
Yeah. So there's like a 30-second to a minute delay before we see the comments.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
it's Wendy.
Hello,
Hey,
Wendy.
Okay. So that's what we're doing is we're taking these sort of one-off bead rollers and we are giving them to organizations that you guys have sent to us through our form that we opened. We stopped taking on I think it was the 13th, right? And so we've been working on that. Olivia, hey Olivia. Oh, we got New York and West Virginia.
Cool.
Awesome. We're in North Carolina. So we had quite a few entries, more entries than we had bead rollers to give away, and we have a lot of bead rollers to give away. We had enough bead rollers to give away to 12 organizations. So we're going to name 12 organizations today. It's kind of sad as we were going through it because really every entry you guys made was awesome. You guys really came through in finding people in your community who are supporting the arts or who are helping people or, providing a service. It was really heartwarming to see how the arts are flourishing out there. And it was kind of sad. It was hard to pick.
It was so hard. There were so many good nominations.
Yeah. So if yours didn't get chosen this time, trust me, we're going to fill that drawer back up.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's going to happen. And so just because you didn't get picked this time doesn't mean you won't get picked next time because everybody who submitted was a great choice. So if your organization didn't get picked this time, please submit them the next time we do this. Don't know when it will be. It'll just be when we have enough in the drawer to give away. So, hey Sue from Ohio, good to see you. All right. Are you ready for this? We're going to take turns. What we're going to do is we're going to just tell you the organizations that won, who nominated them, and where they're located. And we're going to read a little bit because we want to shine some light on these organizations and the good work that they're doing. Organizations or groups, I guess not all of them are officially organizations. Oh, and I guess we should say that there was not any really rules to this. Like, it didn't have to be a nonprofit. It didn't have to be an official organization. It could have been, a community group that just got together to do crafting. Um, there really weren't any rules. We didn't want to put any rules on it because we wanted to support the arts and crafting in all the ways that it shows up in our lives. So, not all of these are official organizations, I guess. Let me see, was there anything else? Oh, one last thing I need to say before we announce the winners. Are you guys excited for the winners? I'm excited to tell you who the winners are. There are a couple international groups. I did say people were asking me questions in Paper Bead Fanatics after I announced the giveaway. And I did say I would go ahead and ship internationally. So what'll happen is once we announce all of these, we're going to make contact with each of these groups to make sure they want the bead rollers. Because if they don't want it, then we can give it to one of the other groups on the list that didn't get it. I'm assuming they'll all want it, though. I mean,
I would hope so, right? I would hope so.
Right? But if they're international, I'll pay for the shipping, which can be quite crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But if there are any taxes or customs, the organization will have to take care of that because I have no idea whatever different countries' rules are on giveaways or things that didn't cost anything. So that was probably my only caveat. All right, so I'll start with the first one. Okay, the first one is the Dekalb County Public Library in Georgia. And they were nominated by Jen Milner. And if you're in the Paper Bead, I can't say it. If you're in the Paper Bead Fanatics Facebook group, you may have noticed Jen in there. She does YouTube videos on paper beading for the library. And so she nominated the library as they give classes. And I'll go ahead and read what she wrote. But I also want to say if you are not a member of Paper Bead Fanatics, make sure you head over there on Facebook and join us. Okay, so Jen wrote the DeKalb County Public Library, and I hope I'm saying that right, by the way. The DeKalb County Public Library is proudly celebrating 100 years of serving the community and offers an incredible lineup of programs for seniors, children, teens, and everyone in between. From educational and informative sessions to hands-on craft experiences, there's something for everyone. Now paper beading can be added to the lineup of creative offerings. Congrats to the DeKalb Public Library.
Yay.
And I just want to add, there's one thing I wanted to add from Jen specifically, because we also asked you guys to give us some personal opinion or on how these groups have affected you. She said, teaching jewelry making throughout the library system has been a fulfilling way to stay active, engaged, and creative, while also helping me supplement my limited income. What makes it even more special is that DeKalb County is one of the most diverse communities in the world, and the library's programs reflect that, welcoming people of all ages, cultures, and backgrounds. It's a beautiful example of how libraries can uplift, unite, and empower. So thank you, Jen, for nominating the library. We appreciate that. All right, you want to do the next one?
Sure. So the next one is Cool Beans Brew in Florida. They were nominated by Sophia Trenoris. So Cool Beans Brew is a laid-back coffee shop and art gallery where you can enjoy a cup of coffee and help budding artists because Cool Beans is a nonprofit. All their proceeds go to the Lindsay School of Arts, which is an after-school nonprofit arts program for the community. This generous coffee shop allows students and local artists to hang their art free of charge and with no commission fee, as well as hold classes there for free. They also build community through frequent gatherings and events. So we're thrilled to help such an art-positive business add paper beading to their art school. So congrats, Cool Beans Brew.
Congratulations, Cool Beans Brew. And we're going to have on the page, I'll put the link in the description once the live is over. On the page where the form was, where you submitted these folks, we are going to have the list of exactly who won. And we may be able to put in links to their web pages and stuff. So if you want to go check any of these organizations or groups out, feel free to do that. So if you are coming on latest, we've had a few people hop on last minute. You will be able to see the full list once we're done. I will also send out an email. So if you're not on the email list, head on over to paperbeadrollers.com, scroll down a little bit, and you can jump on our email list and get the whole list of the winners there as well. All right, my turn. Okay, I may completely be butchering this name. It is French. Um, this is an organization in Canada. So our friends to the north. Um, I'm gonna pronounce it Auberge Transition. Auberge, I
That
think.
sounds very
That
French.
doesn't sound
It
good.
sounds French.
Auberge Transition is a shelter for women and children who are victims of intimate partner violence. Auberge Transition helps them begin a new life free of violence as they provide a safe 3-month stay. During their stay, the shelter provides artistic activities to help them feel empowered through a creative outlet. We're grateful to provide the shelter and all those they bless with paper beading joy. So, congrats, Auberge Transition. If I got that wrong and you're on, let me know. Again, if you're just popping on, go ahead and put a comment in for us. Let us know that you're here. That was the third winner. We've got 9 more.
Yes.
To go.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, and did you say who nominated?
Oh no, I didn't. Hema Schroff nominated them. So thank you so much, Hema.
All right, next we've got Port St. Lucie Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center in Florida, who was nominated by Sophia Trenoris. Port St. Lucie Rehab and Healthcare is a nonprofit nursing home with short-term, long-term memory care and therapy services. Voted as one of the best nursing homes in the state of Florida, the staff at this facility are kind and provide excellent care to each resident. During their time at the activity center, residents get to enjoy classes like paper beading. We are excited they'll be able to have an easier time rolling beads with our rollers. So congrats, Port St. Lucie Rehab and Healthcare.
And I'm just going to add to that one because I know Sophia had reached out. I think she may have posted about this in the Facebook group. I'm not sure, but she has a family member there, and she has gone in to volunteer there and teach them the classes. So we're pretty happy we could help out with that one. All right. Our next one, this is the fifth, right? 1, 2, 3, 5. There's so many. You guys are so good at putting these in. Omaha Public Schools North High School, and this was, and I'm gonna probably get your last name horribly messed up. Gretchen Graham Bijanuth. Bijanuth. You're gonna have to correct me on that one, Gretchen, if you're on. So she wrote, the high school turned 100 years old last year and is home to almost 1,500 students with a 74% minority enrollment of the student population, which is higher than the Nebraska state average of 36%. She is a data person. I like data too. With challenges of low test scores, financially struggling families, and high special education needs, the dedicated teachers and staff work hard to provide a safe place for the students and provide as many opportunities as possible. One of the focuses have been on the library and increasing offerings there to engage students. We love that paper beading will now be available to the students. So congrats to North High School.
And she'd mentioned that they are really working hard to make the library a safe space. Lots of books are being checked out this year. They're doing puzzles and all kinds of activities and crafts. And so I love that the library there is going to be their safe haven.
Now, is she the one that's the librarian? That she's actually in charge of that?
She's
She's actually in charge of the project to make the library a safer space and give the kids activities to help, help keep them on the good path and introduce them to the arts. So.
Okay, the next one is Curra Women's Shed in Australia, and that was nominated by Deborah Neckerman. So Curra Women's Shed is a non-for-profit center for socializing and sharing skills in a friendly, community-based environment. They offer classes in all things crafty, sometimes at no cost, other times at a small fee to cover items for that craft. But paper beading making is free, as they supply the paper, wire, and fittings, and now can use helpful bead rollers instead of skewers. They've been using skewers. So we can't wait for the crafters in this group to get an upgrade. Congrats, Curra Women's Shed.
All right. Okay, next we have Sussex County Arts and Heritage Council. Now this is in New Jersey, and nominated by Lydia Oritz. Sussex County Arts and Heritage Council is a nonprofit organization that supports the development, expression, and preservation of art and culture for all communities, groups, and individuals. By coordinating art classes, they work to ensure that diverse populations have the opportunity to appreciate and value all forms of arts and culture. They foster and promote the artistic and cultural vitality of Sussex County, New Jersey. We're thrilled that paper beading will be added to those classes. So congrats, Sussex County Arts and Heritage Council.
Excellent. All right, moving along, we've got Alzheimer's Family Support Center in Massachusetts, and this was nominated by Beth Torsivia. The Alzheimer's Family Support Center Center supports and provides respite at community centers for families dealing with dementia. They also do in-home, short-term, socially centered care. They plan to offer paper beading in their network of programs across Cape Cod. Congrats, Alzheimer's Family Support Center.
Yay. All right. Okay. Micah Christian Academy, and they're out of Florida, and they were nominated by Jean Clark. And I'm not sure I'm saying that right either, but I'm just like probably butchering things. Mayaka, maybe?
I was thinking
Mayaka?
maybe Mayaka.
It's Myakka, Mayaka Christian Academy. Okay. Mayaka Christian Academy serves special needs children who struggle to thrive in public school and currently has 12 children ranging from 2nd to 11th grade. They have a dedicated group of teachers who work with students each week and who would like to have paper beading as an additional activity for them to do. We hope these students flourish as they turn ordinary paper into something extraordinary. And I believe one thing added in the personal note on this one is these kids are people who maybe weren't able to thrive in public school. And so they're people who might otherwise fall through the cracks and be completely left behind. And this group takes them in and says, nope, we got you. You know, we can do this with you. So that was really inspiring, I thought, to me. So congratulations.
Okay, next we have the Senior Center at Northern Regional Rec Center in North Carolina, a local. And this was nominated by Cindy McCown. So the Senior Center at Northern Regional Rec Center helps seniors meet new friends and learn new skills. So we hope these seniors enjoy learning paper bead rolling with new friends. Congrats to the Senior Center at Northern Regional Rec Center.
Yes, and if they're anything like the senior center here in my town, they are wild. That was one thing I donated set of bead rollers last year to the senior center here in my town, and man, they are so much fun, and they have people. They have able-bodied seniors that come to the senior centers in North Carolina. They also have people with disabilities that they work with. They do a lot of good to keep people active and engaged in their community. So we're super happy for that too. Okay. And next we have another senior center. Okay, so this is the Cambridge Senior Center and Area Formose's Youth Center. So this is everybody from the youngins to the seniors.
Yes.
So this says, we were contacted by an amazing volunteer who teaches paper beading to senior citizens and to youth. She reports that many seniors have found a new purpose as they've discovered paper beading, and that the youth are surprised that making beads and jewelry is something they can do.
They can do it.
Paper beading is bringing life to many in this community, and we're thrilled to be able to give them quality rollers to ensure their paper beading journey. So congrats, Cambridge Senior Center and the Area for Moses Youth Center. Oh, and I didn't say, this was nominated by Catherine Queen Newton.
Okay, last one. Number 12, we've got Cross Lanes Public Library in West Virginia. So we've got another library here. Emily Blessing. Isn't that last name so fitting?
It is.
I love it. So Cross Lanes Public Library provides free library services that include fun craft programs for kids, adults, and seniors. These free activities have allowed various community members to attend without any financial barriers. We're excited that paper beading will be another offering for this library and community. Congrats, Cross Lanes Public Library.
All right, so those are the 12 that we're able to give away today. And again, I just congratulations to all of you. And I also, again, there were some, I think we had over 20, 23 maybe total entries, and we weren't able to give them to everybody as much as we would have loved to, because there was not a single entry that couldn't have used these rollers to do some good. And so if your group did not get picked, please submit them the next time, because we would love to be able to give some to them the next time this rolls around. Other than that, I think what we're going to do is we're going to be in touch with these organizations and let them know that they won, and we are going to ship those off. And then I guess the next time, I would say maybe 6 months-ish, we'll do this again. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
We'll see how many we have.
How
many we
mistakes we
mess up
make.
by then. Yeah. But I just want to thank you. I want to thank everybody in the paper bead rolling community for doing these nominations, for taking the time to put things in. We got some photos that were submitted so we could see what was going on in these places and some personal stories. We didn't share all of it, but we got some really touching stories as well about the work you guys are doing with other people in the community. And one of the things that I am really going to focus on in the year coming forward with paper bead rollers and some of the other things that I do in my day is want to focus on connection, because I think that it has been really hard, especially since COVID. It's been really hard to connect with people on a personal level. We do so much remotely these days. We don't see each other in person a whole lot. And having that connection, being able to sit down together, roll some beads together, do an art project together, have some conversations together, it changes the way we see each other as human beings. It changes the way we approach our life and our days. And I want to really encourage that. I want to encourage all of you to get out there in your community, participate in these classes, participate with these organizations, and let's make the world a better place together.
Love that.
That's my soapbox for the day.
I love that. Stay on it all day.
Yeah, so make sure you're going to be seeing some more things from us throughout this year that are focused around connection and fostering connection in the community, and connection with each other. So make sure that you're following, subscribe to this channel, join us at Paper Bead Fanatics, jump on the mailing list, because we got lots of really cool stuff coming up for you and you don't want to miss it. All right. So thank you again for participating, and we'll see you on our next live, because we need to do more of these.
It'll be my second
We'll
next time.
we'll actually roll beads on the next one. Okay.
Okay, deal.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye bye.